All right. All right. What's going on, Card Nation? This is John with Cardinal Crazy. On the show, we have Jace Arnold, the 2023 cornerback. And Jace, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. So are you staying warm? I know it's a little bit chilly outside.
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely. Got to.
All right. Well, perfect. So today on the show, we're going to be talking a little bit about your offer, your relationship with the Louisville staff, kind of do a little deep dive into your offer list as of right now, and just maybe talk about a little bit of notable schools that are talking to you, or if you do wish to share that information. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So, Jace, you actually told me that you are in contact with the Louisville staff. You have an offer to the University of Louisville. Let's kind of open up with that. So, you are currently being recruited by Coach Sims, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So let's kind of talk about that for just a minute. You were actually being recruited by recent co-defensive coordinator who's been added onto the Louisville staff, Coach McGriff. Um, and you haven't actually been able to talk with Coach McGriff as of yet.
Yes, sir.
Now, the relationship you had with him back at Florida, what can you tell the Louisville fans um, a little bit about who he is?
He's a very passionate guy. Um, he loves football. He's gone.
Looks like we had some. Oh,
Yeah, I have no
there you
idea
are.
what happened. I'm
No
sorry.
worries. No, no, I completely understand.
Yeah, he's a great coach. He's very hands-on. He's just a great teacher. When I went to the camp in Florida, he let me know what I was doing, how I could be better, and you know, I'm happy that he's at Louisville because I feel like he can turn that defense into something very, very, very nice.
Perfect. So, what about your relationship with Coach Sims as of right now? Can you give any detail about what you think of him overall?
Oh man, I love Coach Sims. He takes me almost every day. He's a great running back coach. He was actually at East Carolina, and he built his reputation up, and he loves the game. I think he's a great guy too. I mean, you know, he's kept that relationship with me, even though he's not my position coach.
Hmm.
He still, he came to see me. So, I really, really appreciate him for that.
Well, I'm glad that you really appreciate that he came out to see you, even though he's not your position coach. Obviously, Coach Sims, to some Louisville fans and to those people watching, Coach Sims is the running back coach for the University of Louisville. Let's kind of talk a little bit about your offer list as of right now. So
Yes,
you
sir.
have East Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Louisville, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. You have a dynamic offer sheet already. Is there any schools that are talking to you right now that haven't necessarily offered as of yet?
Yes, sir. University of Miami, um, Auburn, Kentucky. Those three have reached out, but
Okay. And definitely, if they do give any offers, we'll definitely do an update, and we'll definitely watch and see how your offer list grows as we get into the 2023 class. So, essentially, playing in the state of Georgia as a corner, you were actually ranked the 33rd in the state of Georgia and 27th at your position at cornerback by 247sports.com. Can you talk a little bit about your high school career and maybe even just kind of from your perception how you've continued to develop as a player?
yes, sir. My freshman year, I was sitting behind a lot of great guys. We won the state championship that year, and it was just a learning situation for me. That was my first year playing corner, and they taught me so much. So my sophomore year, when I came back and I started, I was ahead of the game, ahead of people in my class. But I still had a lot of things I needed to work on. So this year, I stepped up with my tackling and getting more involved in the game. Just because not everybody's gonna, throw the ball at me sometimes. So I just want to be I just want to go out there and do more so we can win. You know, that's really all what I'm all about is winning. And if I got to play both sides of the ball, special teams, any of that, you know, I'm gonna
Mhm.
get it done.
Well, that's great to hear, and I'm glad that you are able to be a versatile player and have key different positions. And you're also on the track team, correct?
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you this: what do you plan on focusing this summer when it comes to? Do you plan on working on, gaining more weight, muscle, technique wise? Is there anything specifically that you are trying to continue to develop um, at your position?
Uh, you know, yeah, just keep make sure my technique's right. You know, and compete. Just keep getting mental reps and competing with receivers in the off season. That's really what I want to do because I mean, I feel like next year I need to take a bigger leap and expand on what I did this year. So I just know I need to compete this off season and make sure that my technique's down.
Okay, and that's great to hear, and I'm glad that you're going to focus on that and keep continuing improving on your technique. So let me ask you this: do you have any visits planned as of yet that you can tell some of the fans out there?
Yes, sir. I'm actually going to Vanderbilt next Saturday. Um, you know, and a lot of these junior days are different because you know you got some in March and February.
Mhm.
So I mean, I'm waiting on more dates for that so I can schedule some more.
Okay.
But Vandy next Saturday is most definitely. That's,
So what are you looking forward to? As in, just kind of most of these schools. Is there any that kind of stick out that you say, "Oh, I definitely want to go on a visit," or is it just
you know,
mostly all of them?
uh, you know, a lot of the most of them really do stick out to me. You know, you got Louisville, of course. You got
Hmm.
Mississippi State. You got you got the Wisconsin's, and you got. I mean, you got a lot of different schools.
Oh yeah. And I mean, especially with your offer list, how big it is, it's hard to really kind of break down what your favorite school is and what you're most excited about. But that's great to hear, especially throwing Louisville in there. I know you're,
Yes, sir.
especially, with the recruitment that's been going on right now. And we actually talked a little bit before this about you actually do know Adonijah Green through kind of mutual friends.
Right, right, right. Yep. You know, at Cedar Grove, it's a great program that they got. You know, I know a few guys over there, and they speak highly of him.
Well, yeah, no, especially, I mean, he's a great young man, very talented. He's got a huge ceiling ahead of him, and he's definitely ready for it. So let's kind of take a step back and talk about, your relationship with Coach Sims. And he's been kind of talking to you since kind of day one. He may not be your position coach. Um, is there anyone else on Louisville staff who you have talked to, or anyone in specifically who maybe you can kind of be able to comment on?
I spoke with Coach Hodges.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, you know, he a good guy too. You know, he when he was at Texas Tech, he actually started communicating with me, and ever since he's been at Louisville, I mean, our relationship has gotten better and better.
Okay. Well, that's great to hear. So let me ask you this: are there any notable Louisville players who you specifically, immediately know off the top of your head?
Oh yeah, you got to go with Jair. You know,
Hmm.
everybody know Lamar and Teddy too. I mean, those three really, you know, they stick out for real. And Tutu, you know, him too.
Oh yeah.
So
So let me ask you this: who was your favorite NFL player growing up?
my favorite NFL player growing up, you know, I didn't get to like actually watch him play, but Dion's my favorite, you know, player of all time. You know, I wear
Okay.
21. I've been wearing 21 for forever. So, you know, that's pretty much why I wear it. Even when I wasn't a corner, it was just I love how he played the game.
Okay, that's good. Now it's Deion Sanders that we're talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure I got the right guy in mind.
Yes, sir.
No, definitely great versatile player, amazing. All right, well, Jace, for the most part, this has been kind of a quick introduction. Thank you so much for coming out. We'll definitely talk after this. So, is there anything you want to tell the Louisville fan base before we get off?
Most definitely. I'm gonna be up there soon, real soon. I can't wait to, check out the campus, meet with the coaches, and you know,
Well,
go
y-
Cards, man.
oh yeah, go Cards! I definitely hope you have a great time. Well, this has been another edition with Cardinal Craze. Hope you guys have a great rest of your all's night. We'll talk after I finish. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, for the most part, go Cards.